So here I am trying to organize and clean up this garage a little bit, and I'm now focusing on all of this chemical stuff and cleaners. And I bought a shelf from Home Depot that I'm building. This is 36 by 36 wide, okay, 14 inch deep and 54 inches high shelf. So the really heavy duty shelf. I worked at this company and we had all these shelves, and it's quite impressive of how much weight it can handle. It claims to handle up to 1,400 pounds total, 350 pounds per shelf. So so in case you were like me and you were wondering how they can fit a 54-inch high shelf in that little box, is because the legs are actually two pieces and they thread together. There we go. And now it's 54-inch high. So you can maximize this shelf by depending on where you're gonna put the actual shelves on the legs. And what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put the shelf down close to the bottom. What I'll do is I'll have this stub sliding under, so my first shelf will start there, second, third, fourth. So I'll have a gap that I can slide stuff under. And the way you do that is you take these they're in individual bags. This is basically for one shelf around the four legs. Okay. And these are marked top and bottom because it is kind of tapered from bottom to top. It tapers wide on the bottom, narrower on the top, and this will clamp on to the actual legs, and then the shelves will slide on and it will wedge because the bottom is wider. So to know where this one goes, the first one, I'm gonna take the leg, set it there, and it will be, let's say my first shelf will be right there. Oops. It's got a groove inside. That groove will go in the groove on the leg. It kind of snaps as well, just a little bit. And there's that. And now what I'll have to do is count the grooves. This is, by the way, the bottom of the leg, because it has an adjustable screw slash little tab there, so that if your floor is uneven, you can adjust it and get it into to where the shelf will not wobble. So that's how you know that this is the bottom of the legs. So now I'm going to match all four of them up, and easy. There's a two lines, so I'm in the second line from the second double line, if that makes any sense. So now that I have all four legs set up for the first shelf, you have to do one at a time. I'm gonna lower or install the first shelf on. Now these are also directional. It has to be with the grate towards the top. You can't really use it this way. To use these as like maybe holders for stuff to slide off, because also this part is tapered. It's wider on the bottom, narrower on the top, so it will slide on to that collar and it will wedge on there. So you won't be able to slide it on this way, only this way. And I don't know if you can tell that it's kind of tapered from bottom to top. I'll try to get a, yeah, maybe because it's black, that can't really tell. And then so here it goes. You can tell that it's sliding on. So I'll just show how you cannot do it the other way around. There's that. It will not slide in. You can't go in. Now basically the two narrow parts are colliding. And this is basically the hardest part, because from now on you actually have the shelf and you build it up as you go. But it's on it, you cannot make sure that it all goes down really nicely. There we go. There's that. I am, by the way, about 260 pounds, 270, and he held me just fine. So, let me see. Yep, they will slide right under perfectly. So, from here on out is preference really, even that is preference. You can put the shelf anywhere you want and just build up the rest. What I've done again is there's a double line there, the second line from that double line. But yet again, that's just for me a quick reference, so I don't have to count every time. Oops, I almost messed up. Double line.
On the floor, there are little protectors that came, I don't know, just for probably shipping. And there's the second shelf.
This is, by the way, not permanent. These shelves can be taken apart really easily. Just pull up, and then you can take it apart if you need to move it. Collapse the whole thing, take it wherever you need it. Don't lose, obviously, the sleeves. And that's it. You get to go. And I'll finish this thing up. Here it is, all finished. I went with the first shelf high enough to be able to slide that tub in, and then from there on I eyeballed all of them. Obviously it makes sense to use the fourth shelf on top, and then what I'm gonna do is probably move the other two around a little bit so I can get more space on the second shelf, or first one, move the second shelf up, third one a little bit higher. so I can put bigger jugs or something on there. Also, this thing comes in chrome finish or this black, flat black finish. These are the only two options for this brand from Home Depot. Also, the kit comes with an extra set of sleeves in case you break one or lose one. You have one extra in there. And there's that. If you like this video and it helped you in any way, then you know, don't be a stranger. You know what to do.